Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's session, I am going to discuss one of the important topic, builder design pattern, how to implement in your real-time Java projects, even when you attend interview. Common questions like, hey, do you know builder test design patterns? Have you worked on design patterns? Where you implemented design patterns in your project? Common interview question, and as part of the implementation also on day-to-day basis we will use builder design pattern as well. We have a Lombok integration, Lombok plugin. Lombok will help you. If you use annotation, that's okay, but in interview room we cannot explain the Lombok. You need to show some code snippet how to create the builder design pattern here. Today I'm going to start about this topic, guys. If you have any questions, drop a message in the chat window so that it will be I can take your questions and answer to you as well. Okay. If you don't want to miss our updates, join. This is our Telegram group link. Just you can join our group as well. Whenever I post any questions, easily you can watch the videos at instant, guys. Okay. Now we'll start. Coming to discussion topics as part of builder design pattern, what are the topics I'm going to discuss means why we need builder design pattern. Okay, what is the problem statement, what is the use case, okay, and what are the advantages, and we are going to implement using live implementation. And these builder design pattern in JDK itself, they're already using this pattern. What are the different kind of examples also I'm going to discuss as well. Watch the video till end of the video so that you will never miss any point as part of this topic here. Okay, next. Now we have a lot of types. We have creational design pattern, structural design pattern, okay, and another pattern also. We have types of behavioral design patterns also. So this builder design pattern comes under creational. Creational means itself only object creation. It is a part of creational design pattern. What is the main purpose means it helps manage object creation whenever there are many attributes. Imagine you have a entity class, a product entity. Inside a product you have 20 attributes. You have creation of object of product is very difficult. You don't know all the variables. You know 3 to 4 variables. In that use case, creation of the product entity is it difficult to you. Okay, now it will avoid that. Builder design pattern helps managing object creation when there are many variables, many attributes here. Use case, ideally when constructor have too many arguments, okay, making difficult to maintain the order. For example, you are creating a product object, data type as a integer 1, okay, and product SKU maybe 1 2 3, okay, product name, okay, suppose hyphen, product title hyphen. Like if you have a number of arguments in this place, maintaining the order and a data type supporting also is very difficult to us. Okay, now if you implement builder design pattern, the flexibility is we don't we don't need to pass all the parameters during object creation. Completely optional. We can implement, we can do this pattern in our application as well. So if you do, suppose you have 20 attributes, you know three variables. The remaining 17 variables are null values. When you don't know what you do, optional parameters are often passed as a null, which builder pattern is avoiding here. Builder pattern is avoiding here, guys. Okay. Now, so this is how what is the builder, the use case. Coming to the use case. So you want to create a user object with mandatory attributes like name, email, password, and optional variables phone number, address, age, profile picture. These four variables are optional. These three variables are mandatory. Imagine normal use case how we can implement. First, we'll show you how to create a object, what is the problem statement we'll understand, and then we'll implement the implementation. Okay, now have a look. Let me first write a small use case here. That means it will be easy for you as well. Okay, what we'll do, just a minute, guys. Oh, where is my screen gone now? Okay, yeah. Here I am creating a package. Uh, Maybe I can use a package name com.java express dot builder. Okay. Now here I am creating a user class. I am creating a user class. If you not following builder design pattern, what is the problem statement I'm explaining to you guys? See, imagine private string name, private string email, private string password, private string phone. As of now, I'm providing all these variables. That's fine. Private integer age, private string profile picture. Imagine these are the different kind of variables. What happened? Oh, system is hang. Okay, let me make it here. Oh, okay. These are the variable. Normally, how to create a object? Let me create a test class. Okay. Now let me create a main method. Now how to create a object? Mm, okay. If you want to create a object of user, okay, let me override the constructor, generate a method like this, right? In this way. Now how to create a object normally? Now here user object equals to new user. Everyone knows here how many parameters how many parameters I should pass here? Name, email, password. Suppose let me provide some name, some Ramesh. Okay, then Ramesh at the rate gmail.com. Then I need to provide the password. Okay, now how many parameters? Name, email, password. When you don't know one, two, three, four, these four variables you don't know, then what you will do normally? What is the problem statement? You need to pass null conditions in this approach. Imagine you have a 20 variables. You should able to do object creation 20 times null values here. This is one problem statement. Second problem statement, you are creating a object here, data type all are string only, right? Now what I will do here, I will provide password here, I will provide the Ramesh here. Data type is same, but there is a confusion, right? When you have a multi, just these three arguments are string arguments, but what happening? I giving the wrong parameter values. This is one of the problem statement as well. So to solve this problem, now we have a builder design pattern. Instead of passing all these variables in a constructor, which can be a confusion and hard to maintain the order. So that's why we are using builder design pattern here, guys. This is the use case. Okay, let me implement the functionality, then we can see how we can do that. Now let me comment it this one. What are the steps need to follow? Builder design pattern means, okay, just remove everything. Now what is your use case? Out of these all variables, three variables are mandatory, remaining variables are optional. If you want to create a builder design pattern, I need to create a static inner class here. How we can do that means public static class. Whenever you want to create a builder, if it is a user builder, this is the suffix, this is the steps you need to follow. What are the variables you have? As it is, copy, right click, copy, keep it to here. This is the implementation I'm explaining to you guys. Okay, it's very important. Here, now what? Which variables are mandatory? Name, email, password. You should create a constructor inside the builder. How to create a constructor? Now, source, go to constructor. Okay, what are the variables? These three variables. Click a generate. What happened? Yes, are able to see user builder. These are all mandatory attributes. Now you know these variables are optional. Now just you need to create the methods here. What are the methods? See here, public user builder. Okay, what is the variable? Phone. Phone is the variable. Let me take as a phone. How many methods in this way? This dot phone equals to phone. Every time you need to return this object as well. Now phone, address, age, profile picture. For these four variables, I should create four methods here. Four methods. Let me do same pattern. Public user builder. Okay. Address, string, address. Let me create this dot address variable. Okay, and return this. Lombok is completely all variables are optional, guys, by default. Okay, but when you have a custom implementation, I should taken care. User builder. Now next, age, integer, integer age. This dot age equals to age. Now return this. Age is also done. Next, I need to create a profile picture, right? Profile picture. Here you can use any variable names, guys, doesn't matter. But this is a standard approach I'm following. Real time how you can follow the same pattern. This is the profile picture. Return this. Okay, done. Now these four are optional and this is the mandatory. Here what I can do, normally I need to write another method, public. We need to write a build object method. Okay, return new user object. Now what variables? This object I am passing a current object. See out. Now user, this means what? Current object. Current object means what? User builder object. When you are creating this object means what does it mean? You should as a parameterized constructor is required. Where? Here it is required. Now public user. Now what should I do? User builder object here. User, just a minute, guys. Now here what I can do, here I am writing as a builder here. I will do this activity. Now what will be the next step I should follow? Using this builder, you have all the data. If anyone passing, I need to reassign here. How I can do? This dot name equals to builder dot name. This dot email equals to builder dot email. This dot password equals to builder dot password. Interview you should write this code snippet, guys. In interview you can take two variables and you can follow this pattern. Don't take these many number of variables. It will take a lot of time to do. Okay, so that's why I'm taking multiple variables to demonstrate you as well. This dot age equals to builder dot age. Uh, Next, this dot profile picture equal to builder dot profile picture, right? Now if you see here, user object ready, build object ready. Now this is the implementation. How to use? See, it's very simple and that is it. This design pattern, have a look here. Now user equals to new user object you should create. On which method? User builder method. Are you able to see what are the mandatory attributes? What are the mandatory attributes? Three mandatory attributes. What are the name, email, phone number? Okay, Ramesh. Okay, let me provide these three attributes here itself only. Then what are the optional? Dot build method. That's it. System dot out dot println user dot. You have as of now no setter and getter methods, right? That's okay. Now are you able to see? Now this is called object creation. But you no need to pass null values here. Imagine, see here. Now you want to share remaining information. How I can do that? No, just break it down. Dot phone number. Provide your phone number. You need to provide the age. Okay. Now you need to provide the profile picture. Like this, maybe you can provide and okay, age 32, profile picture, some profile picture. See, this is the problem statement you are doing here, guys. Clear? This builder is very, very important. This is the object creation here. This is the how you can implement builder design pattern here. What's the benefit we got it here from here, guys? What's the why builder it works means no need to send null values for the optional variables, cleaner object creation, easier to extend in the future. Imagine later on time you have to add another optional value. Now just here you can add like that. Another variable just like a string company name. This is a optional you want to provide. Now just what you need to do here also company name. See, it will not affect anything here. Just company name. This is also an optional. What you can do like company. Okay, I want to take as a string company name. That's it. Done. Okay, okay, company name. That's it. Done. See, it will affect them. Now later you want to add as a company name. Here you can add as a which company like a HCL like that. See, this is the one helps for the builder design pattern here. Advantages, it will improve the readability. Mainly even it will be helpful for the kind of a helps creating immutable objects. Immutable objects means no one can create. You can make a class as a final, variables are final, so that no one can create object creation also they should do by using the builder design pattern only. It helps creating immutable objects, avoiding the constructor overloading, easier to add new attributes as well. These are the advantages of the for the builder design pattern. Okay, and examples in JDK, especially in JDK, where are they using means string builder. We have a method called append method. You can create a builder object and you can keep on appending the variables. Append method and a file writer, output stream writer. Okay, print stream writer, byte buffer, char buffer, stream builder. These are all kind of a different kind of JDK already implemented builder design pattern by following these methods here. Okay, and guys, we are going to start basically a new batch. If anyone interested, you can enroll. So Spring Boot and microservices course which is going to from 30th April. Okay, who are interested, there is a bottom, there is a contact number, ping in WhatsApp. Team will help you end-to-end development, guys. Spring Boot to cloud, Docker and Kubernetes and Jenkins as well. No UI, complete course content, everything available in our YouTube already. Let me show you here, guys. If you visit our channel, see master Spring Boot microservices with live project, e-commerce based application. It will be starting soon from still another 5 days left, right? You can register for demo session as well, guys. Just reach out to contact number. Even in the comment box we'll give a demo session link as well. You can register as well. Okay, so if you like this builder design pattern, one thumbs up symbol, guys, and please leave your feedbacks as well so that I can do more important design patterns as well. Okay, chalo then, thank you, guys.